Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and welcome to my new series, Sonic Origins. This is actually 4 games in one. But it's actually more than 4 games in one. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic CD, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. But we've also got a bunch of Game Gear games. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Drift 2-player, Sonic Spinball, Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble, Sonic Drift 2, Sonic Drift 2 2-player, Tails Sky Patrol, Tails Adventure, really good game by the way, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic Blast, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, a 2-player version of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and that's it. I won't be playing the Game Gear versions in this series, but we do also have the story mode under this mission tab, which is all 4 games as one experience, where you play as Sonic alone in Sonic 1 and Sonic CD, and you play as Sonic and Tails in Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And then we have this museum with art and stuff. I do want to point out the islands. They will change after I finish this Let's Play. So, you know, just get a good look at them now. One thing I would like to mention is that Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic CD are based on the Christian Whitehead and Stealth versions of the game, and then Stealth's company developed a new version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles in the same vein. A lot of people actually don't like that they changed out the music for 3 of the zones in Sonic 3. But, I'm just gonna say, first off, those were the original tracks. They were remastered for this version of the game. Those were the original tracks, though. Just, like, the original compositions. And we are never going to see another release of Sonic 3 with the original tunes, because of Michael Jackson's involvement and how litigious his estate has become after his death. So unfortunately, whether you like it or not, that's just how it's going to be for Sonic 3 from now on. Fortunately, if you play on the PC version, if you prefer the original tracks, you can easily install a mod that restores them. But there's no sense beating a dead horse about it, because we're not going to get Sonic 3 again with the original tracks. But anyway, I am going to play story mode for this. So let's go ahead and start. And after that short cutscene, that launches us straight into Green Hill Zone. So if you're familiar with the original Genesis release, the widescreen might immediately set off some flags as this being different. There are other differences, such as my ability to use the spin dash, which has kind of become Sonic's signature move. I guess now his signature move is more of the homing attack, which is not in these early games. You may also notice that in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, it says coins. We don't have lives in this version of Sonic 1. Or rather, any of these games, we don't have lives. Instead, we have coin. And coins are going to be very important going forward. But when we have over 50 rings, when we reach the goalpost, there'll be a giant ring there. We can jump into it to reach the special stage, which is how we access our Chaos Emeralds. There are 6 of them, and we're thrown into this barfy 3D rotating maze, and if I can get past this bumper... Our goal is to reach the Chaos Emerald without hitting one of the goals. Now, they're usually guarded by these colored diamonds. The color of them tells you how many hits they have left before they get destroyed, with pink being the last hit. And we collect our emerald, and there we go. You can also collect all the rings in the special stages to get a huge bonus. But, I have no interest in doing that. If you fail a Chaos Emerald, you'll be given the chance to spend a coin to retry the level. Which is really the only thing that I would use coins for in the game. We might end up seeing me use it a couple times. My goal is going to be to get the 100% endings for each game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up there. There we go. A little bit of momentum on a hillside is really all you need. Watch out for the buzz bombers. They are actually really annoying. As are these chameleon guys. I think they're called Newtons. I do not have all the bad nicknames memorized. I know a good chunk of them. Okay, we want to slow down coming out of that tunnel because it's the end of the stage, and if you don't slow down, you're not going to be able to get into that big ring. And we definitely want to get all of the Chaos Emeralds. I think there is a goal if I go down. Yep, this is where I want to be. I want to get in the center here. You do have control over Sonic by using the D-pad here. You can actually grab onto things quite a bit more than you might expect. So as you can see, the emeralds do get a little bit trickier to collect as time goes on. Now you cannot get an emerald in any Act 3 because it's the boss stage. So we're not going to worry about making sure we collect enough rings. We're just going to try and get to the boss as quickly as we can. Well, maybe not as quickly as we can, but I mean, I'm not going to waste too much time trying to collect rings and making sure that I stay safe enough. So, added to this version of the game is an ability that was first introduced to us in Sonic Mania, an ability called the Drop Dash. If you hold the jump button while in midair, Sonic will rev up a spin dash in midair and immediately execute it upon landing. It's a good way to get a good speed burst. So here is our boss, the evil Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman. I'm going to call him Dr. Eggman from here on out, because that's just what I'm used to. This first one is very easy, even if you don't have the invincibility. The widescreen does give you more area to actually dodge the giant ball with. It did change us from the original though. You used to be able to attack him when he was coming down from the top over here, but now you can't actually attack him until he gets the ball and chain out. But once we hit Dr. Eggman 8 times, we defeat him, and we can bust open the egg capsule containing all of Sonic's little animal friends. And that's kind of the whole storyline here. Dr. Eggman is just a new threat to South Island, which is Sonic's home. And Sonic found him kidnapping little animals. So he set off to rescue them. Marble Zone here is where the game takes kind of a dramatic turn. Green Hill Zone was all about, you know, different paths and loop-de-loops and building up speed. Marble Zone's a little more methodical. There are some variations in path you can take, but it's just a much more slow-moving zone, as you can see, with all these obstacles I have to wait on, as well as blocks that have to be pushed on the switches. And then, of course, the stage is just a lot more dangerous in general. So, if you want to make it to the special stage, you're going to want to take your time a little bit. Like, even here, in this open area, I have to wait for these blocks to fall. Now, from what I understand, this was not supposed to be the second zone in the game, but it got moved to second before the game got finalized. And that makes a lot of sense to me. This doesn't really feel like second zone material to me. This feels more like third or fourth, really. That is not good. I'm gonna restart the stage. Unfortunately, that was the end of the stage, and losing my rings there is catastrophic. Because then I cannot get enough rings to be able to get to the special stage at that point. Maybe I can do a little better at holding onto my shield this time. So one of the conveniences of playing this version of the game is infinite lives, and having things like that retry button, as well as a save system that we can take advantage of if we need to. I have played the original Sonic 1 on my channel before and gotten all the emerald as part of one of my Hedgehog Day specials. But, yeah, this is just a much less stressful way to play. I'm not really going to call it easy mode, because you still have to do the stuff. It's more forgiving if you make a mistake. And I think that's really important. Because honestly, getting all the Chaos Emeralds, particularly in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, is one of those things that it's kind of notoriously hard. I definitely think that Sonic 2 has the hardest special stages in the entire series. But yeah, that's how close we were to the end of the stage. I'm probably going to end up zipping through the rest of the stages once I have all the Chaos Emeralds. Special Stage 3. The special stage is just in the center of a giant room. And now you can see what the coins are actually used for. Yeah, we can retry when we mess up a special stage. I'm gonna sit right here until... Yeah, that's what I wanted. That should be fine. Oh, well, maybe not. Come on, get in there. There we go. I would say if you're going to fail at a Chaos Emerald, it's probably going to be number 3 or number 5. So, Marble Zone 2 opens up much the same way that Marble Zone 1 did, except we're quickly thrown into the actual labyrinth portion of the stage. And we get more of that waiting that I was talking about. Now we have to sit on a very slow-moving block. But we don't have to sit on it for long, because we can go up here to get some goodies, including a shield. Shields are definitely going to be your best friend trying to get the Chaos Emeralds. Outrunning the lava there is a very simple task to do. If you want to jump up top here, there are bats up here. I do not remember their name. I am very sorry about that. Watch out for the caterpillars. You need to hit them in their head, and if you hit them in their body, they will actually explode, and their body parts will go flying everywhere. And if they touch you again, they can actually damage you again. So there's a little bit of a secret over here. If we just stay down here. 2 rings and a coin box. Then we get a much faster moving block to go back on. Kind of mean that they make you wait on a really slow moving block to go in the first place. Oh well. Gotta wait fast, right? So when this geyser shoots us up, we want to jump off. I would just spin dash or drop dash into the caterpillars. course, make sure you're not doing so into other dangers. Get a little treasure trove of rings there. Oops. Definitely want to grab that invincibility since I lost my shield. So it's worth noting that the spikes cannot crush you, but the top of the spike chandeliers can if you get caught between them and the ceiling. And that leads us into Emerald number 4. This is one of those that as long as you pay attention to the rings and kind of what's going on, there's not really much danger of messing up on this one. Like you see, I could see that there was a goal there before I really even got close. And, you know, the rings usually give you arrows telling you where to go. Again, I could see the goal there before I even got close. And there's another arrow here, and that leads us straight into the chamber with the emerald. And from here, it's a pretty simple task to just wait until the angle of the stage is advantageous and get into the emerald chamber. So it's good that we're building up this many coins. I think I'm gonna probably need them for Sonic CD and Sonic 2. Sonic CD mainly because that's not really a Sonic game that I play very often. So there was actually 2 paths we could have taken here. I chose to go this way, which I think is probably the path less taken. But this is where the paths would converge, because you'd come from above there if you went the other direction. More slow blocks moving over lava. We gotta be ready to jump to the left here as the geyser comes up. I think you can jump to the right, but it's a little bit harder of a jump to make. We gotta wait for this block in the wall to come out so that we can jump across. Ooh, I almost jumped onto that caterpillar. Of course the caterpillar would be going that way. I'm just going to ignore it. Get on the swinging platforms. We could just walk across and not endanger ourselves by jumping. Up here there is a shield. Definitely want to take that. Make sure we don't get crushed by these pipes. There's another shield there if you need it. I'm actually still good with my shield, so I'm going to leave it. If I really feel like I need a shield, I can backtrack for it. I don't really feel like I need a shield, though. I think I'm gonna be good without it. It's fine. This is Act 3. I don't need to collect 50 rings. Well, that's what happens to the caterpillars when you don't defeat them correctly. More waiting on slow-moving blocks. Oops! I did not mean to fall down there. So you can just jump over every other square there to not even have to worry about those spikes. But here you need to be careful because we've got to go across here, and falling down means going back where we came from. Get up here, and we are basically home free. After that checkpoint, we have our boss arena. And over here, Dr. Eggman is going to shoot flames and try and set our platform on fire. But another 8 hits takes care of Dr. Eggman. He's not particularly hard here. Hit the egg capsule, and that will be the end of that stage. And that leads us into the third zone. If we want to take a break, the game does save. And we unlock new content in the museum. You see it says Spring Yard Zone Act 1. So we just hit the main menu and we go back to story mode and hit continue, and we will be right back there in Spring Yard Zone Act 1. It will start you at the beginning of the stage, so do be wary of that. But I am going to end this episode off here. This has been Sonic Origins. I am Blaumagier. If you liked the episode, please give me a thumbs up. Smash that like button even. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys next time as we continue Sonic 1. Bye!